Viewers, watch these pictures on your screens. Vandals pelting any and everything they can lay their hands on at Allu Arjun's home. Can this free run have happened without the local authorities not knowing? That question is being asked in Hyderabad today with increasing urgency. The visuals are evidence that under the Congress state government, Allu Arjun is fair game. Allu Arjun, viewers, is a superstar in his own right. But today, he is being treated like a criminal, a person guilty of a crime. And there are people out there willing, viewers, to punish him, so to speak. The attack on his home was meant to signal popular anger against him for his alleged role in triggering a stampede during the premiere of his movie earlier this month, but is under the lens for the possibility that it may have been state-sponsored. Indeed, moments after the attack took place and the police showed up, it transpired that the lead vandal was a Congress youth wing leader that hails from the Chief Minister's own constituency. As if to underline his connections, pictures of him posing with the Chief Minister, you can see them, viewers, in the middle of your screens, also begun doing the rounds. You can see on the right, in the middle of your screens, with the yellow scarf, is Revanth Reddy, the Chief Minister. And on his right, viewers, closest to me, is an individual who belongs, as I told you, to the youth wing of the Congress party. The prime accused this individual is in the attack on Allu's home, and he goes by the name Srinivas Reddy. Srinivas Reddy is not just a member of the youth wing of the Telangana Congress viewers. He is the president of the Kodangal unit of the Indian Youth Congress. Pictures of Srinivas Reddy and Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy are out in the open, and incidentally, Kodangal is Revanth Reddy's assembly constituency. So these individuals would know each other. It's a different matter that Mr. Reddy flipped his political allegiance recently. He went from the BRS, where he also posed along with the BRS's putative leader, the scion of the party, KTR, and now, of course, finds himself glued to the side of Chief Minister Revanth Reddy in those pictures. The Congress government led by Revanth Reddy has denied any link out of hand, but is still struggling to explain why it allowed, viewers, this vandalism to take place. The matter is in court and should be decided there, not on the streets. When matters as sensitive like this or as this are decided on the street, viewers, then that country, that entire system, has given up any claims of being ruled by law. And it is being left to vigilantes or vigilantism, then this lapse constitutes a major loss of face for the government, which ironically is accusing the theatre owners and Allu Arjun of failing to secure the lives of their fans. So on the one side, viewers, you have a government that can't secure the well-being of Allu Arjun, the same individual that they accuse of failing to secure the lives of his fans. Anyway, the attack on Allu Arjun's home happened on the day the government released CCTV footage to underline its claim that Allu Arjun was responsible for the stampede. The Telangana police has released footage of Allu at the theatre on the night of the stampede. The police say that the CCTV rebuts Allu's claim that he left the theatre as soon as he heard about the stampede claim. The police also have gone out to say that the CCTV timestamps show Allu stayed in the theatre well after the stampede and well after he was informed that the stampede had taken place. What that goes to prove, viewers, I don't understand. but maybe some people can put it into perspective for us when we open this up for debate. But many are convinced that the actor is being targeted for not coming out in support of the Congress openly. Others say that he is being made to pay for his family's connections. One of his uncles is Pawan Kalyan, viewers, and you know which side of the fence he's on. Yet others are saying that the police in Hyderabad is doing its job by the rule book, and they've thrown it at Allu Arjun because all citizens are equal in the state of Telangana. But there are some questions that need to be posed, viewers. The attack on Allu's home, sponsored by the Congress party, is this true? Given the proximity of the prime accused and the chief minister, at least there's photographic evidence to suggest that. Does the manner in which the police arrest Allu only for court to strike it down reek of high-handedness? If charges against Allu were so grave, why did the Telangana police wait over a week to arrest him? And last but not least, the Hyderabad police says it is going by the rule book. Why are so many doubting their version? It's true that Congress is pressuring Allu to align with it. Is that really what's happening? Let's throw this open, viewers. Let's first get in the persons who will speak up for the Congress party. And there's Tehseen Poonawalla, somebody who came very well prepared for this debate last Friday, viewers, when the arrest happened. And he did concede at that time that perhaps there was a degree of high-handedness.
Right.
But Tehseen Poonawalla and Pradeep Bhandari, let me bring them into this first. Tehseen Poonawalla, I don't understand. The Chief Minister is supposed to be upholding the rule of law by going after someone like Allu Arjun, but can't guarantee the rule of law in one of the most posh localities of the city of Hyderabad. Look at these scenes. And worse, the prime accused seems to be somebody he knows very well. What's going on?
Good evening, Rahul. Grateful that I'm back on your show. And as you know, my first and my natural instinct was the arrest of Allu Arjun is too much. It shouldn't have happened. That was my gut instinct despite supporting the Congress and knowing Revant well, etc. I thought this is not acceptable. But as facts have emerged today after the press conference with the timestamps, I've personally spoken to the police there to get this is verified. Let me just take 30 seconds to explain to your viewers. A permission was sought, which was denied. With a timestamp, a letter is given, not allowing for a permission. The said actor not only then comes when a permission is denied, he comes from a sunroof car waving out. All of this is captured on CCTV's timestamp. Then he has private security around him, bouncers, who stopped the police from informing the actor that a woman has died. I want your viewers to understand a woman lost her life. A woman lost her life, her son's in ICU. It took no less, Rahul, and you are somebody who is very empathetic, than the Deputy Commissioner of Police to come, move those bouncers out, those hooligans out, and tell the actor somebody's lost their life. Yes, then the actor left, escorted out by the DCP, caught on camera with this timestamp. These are not police recordings, these are all recordings including from the theatre. This is the sequence of events. Number two, what happened with this mob violence is wrong, is totally wrong, it is unacceptable. And the Chief Minister has been on record saying we will not tolerate it. DGP has been pulled up, CP has been pulled up, and action should be taken. I do concede here action should be taken against cops. You cannot take law into his own hands. This is wrong. But I'm again asking you, a woman's lost her life when the police denied permission. Was it right then to come? And is private security now going to stop police from doing their duty? If I think my first reaction was it was wrong that the actor has gone to jail. The police should be acting on. Now my reaction is even the owner of this bouncer agency should be thrown behind jail.
On what basis was the permission denied, as you claim?
I'll tell you that. Yeah. Because the local SHO, who also attended the press conference today and he was very emotional, said that the anticipation of the crowd would have been much more. This was a big hit. And they did not have the adequate numbers. You know, I'll tell you something. They didn't
have the adequate numbers
because it was going to be a big hit. They denied permission. It was done a previous night the permission was sought.
No, 3 days before.
No.
But 3 days before. No, hang on. Now, just a minute. You see, this is where the logic begins to break down.
Right.
So I just want to add here. Viewers, think about it. In America, you hold the Oscars.
Right.
In England, you hold the BAFTAs.
They do.
In India, we hold the Filmfare Awards.
True.
And several others.
True.
Viewers, not one but several stars appear.
True.
Are we going to tell all these stars in our country that we can't have the equivalent of our own Oscars because, you know, boss, we don't have the adequate number. You stay at home. You stay at home, you watch your TV, you
Great
watch
question.
getting awards. No, 1 second. You watch yourself getting awards as if we've still got COVID and we have to sit in a hermetically sealed compartment at our house and watch over YouTube, Google Meets.
Correct.
That's a joke.
No, it's
4
not.
days before, 4 days, if my
May I
facts
answer
are
that?
right. 4 days before.
No, 3 days before,
4
but may I
days.
answer that,
No,
the
1
timeline?
second. 1 second. Between 4 and 3 days, fine enough. A letter goes out
Yes.
from the theatre owners
Right.
to say that the entire film crew is going to be there.
Right.
Okay? Please send your sentinels.
Yes.
Make sure that you depute the police.
Right.
Please provide us, the word was bandobast, quote unquote.
Yes.
And viewers, the police doesn't respond, by the way.
No, they did.
Oh, they do it.
May I please give the sequence? There are 2 issues you've raised. One very pertinent. Should people sit at home? I don't think so. I'm not one who sits at home. But Oscars, you will appreciate, and the other awards, including Filmfare, are not held in a theatre where the capacity, for examples, of 1,000 people and 10,000 turn out. There was no fire escape. There was no other escape. You will appreciate
Let
that.
me open this up.
May
Pradeep
just
Bhandari.
make 10 seconds
Yes.
more. Just 10 seconds more. Pradeep, sorry. Pradeep's a very empathetic guy. He's very empathetic. Pradeep,
No, but
do
he
you
may
think...
not be empathetic to
No,
you.
and I don't want him
He
to.
might be
I'm saying
empathetic
be
to the
empathetic
cause.
to Revati and her son.
Yes.
She's lost her
Now,
life.
1 second.
Should police, private security stop the
Pradeep,
DCP from meeting a star
Okay, so
because
Pradeep-
someone's lost her life?
Pradeep Bhandari, respond to this charge by Tehseen Poonawala that you are not being empathetic by siding with the actor. Now, viewers, it's very important to note that Tehseen Poonawala did not talk about the subsequent attack on this actor's home.
Terrible.
What if he was out there? He might have been lynched, viewers. Think about it. I'm just saying, viewers, this is a state government that can't provide security to a person who has become, because of a large number of so-called revelations, a controversial figure, perhaps even a hate figure. Look at these scenes. Clearly, someone is triggered, and they couldn't even guarantee him safety in one of the poshest districts of Hyderabad. Forget about anything else. Nonetheless, Pradeep Bhandari.
Well, Rahul, my friend Tehseen is trying to play the good cop, bad cop. And the truth of the matter is that there is a pattern, and the pattern is exposed by you in your report. It is not a mere coincidence that after Telangana government gets a heavy beating by the Telangana High Court, which questioned Allu Arjun's immediate arrest, the Telangana government is looking standstill, and there is a stone pelting happening at Allu Arjun's house, and the individuals who are responsible for stone pelting are considered to be very, very close to the Chief Minister of Telangana, Mr. Revanth Reddy. All of this cannot be a coincidence, point number 1. What is the larger motive of the Congress party? The larger motive of the Congress party is it is wanting to send a message to the entire Telugu film industry, to the entire industry, like Jawaharlal Nehru had done to Majru Sultanpuri when he had jailed Majru Sultanpuri, when Majru Sultanpuri recited something which Mr. Nehru did not agree to, and in his eyes Mr. Nehru was a Hitler. So Mr. Revanth Reddy is doing what the Congress has traditionally done, trying to send a chilling effect. Now let me come to victim. I think none of us on this panel will be more authorized to speak about the disease than the deceased husband. Let me quote the deceased husband. Deceased husband says that we only went to Sandhya Theatre that day because my son wanted to watch the movie. It's not Allu Arjun's fault that he visited the theatre that day. I am ready to withdraw my case. Police didn't inform me of his arrest. I watched it only in the news. He has nothing to do with the Stampede, which clearly means that everybody was anticipating that Allu Arjun would come. Why did the police not ensure proper bandobast? And another point I would like to say, if I take Tehseen's argument forward, 41% has been the rise in the grievous incidents of law and order reported in Telangana. With that logic, Mr. Revanth Reddy should resign. Mr. Revanth Reddy is also the education minister, and in Telangana, in the last 1 year, 62 deaths have been reported in the education institutions and hospitals. Direct accountability is of Mr. Revanth Reddy. He should be put to jail. Why is Tehseen Poonawala, my dear friend, who's such a liberal man, trying to defend Revanth Reddy and the Congress party, which is trying to send a message through Allu Arjun to the entire film industry: toe our line or be in jail?
Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of this?
I'm in a, I wouldn't say in a fix, but I would say I would like to take a line that brings out the hypocrisy and the ineffectiveness of the state on both counts, Rahul. Please bear with me. Number one, there is no doubt about the truth, what Pradeep, my good friend, has said, that all political parties want to appropriate film stars and film personalities as much as they can. History has shown this. Most of all, Congress has not only benefited from it, Congress has expressed its vengeance on people who have decided to remain neutral or who've joined the other party, so to speak. A very famous case, which this present generation might not know, in 1962, Dilip Kumar's film Ganga Jamna was blocked by Jawaharlal Nehru and the censor board. They demanded 250 cuts. And his biggest fan, Dilip Kumar, was Indira Gandhi. Dilip Kumar persuaded Indira Gandhi to have 15 minutes meeting with Jawaharlal Nehru. That meeting transpired between Nehru and Dilip Kumar, and the film was released. The quid pro quo was that Dilip Kumar would canvass for Mr. Menon, who was participating in the 1962 elections. So this has always gone on. We know about Amitabh Bachchan, we know about so many other stars. It's not just Congress that does it, every political person. So that's point number one. As far as how much effect, this chilling effect, as Pradeep calls it, is because Mr. Allu Arjun is the nephew of Pawan Kalyan, who is now, obviously at the receiving end of Congress's barbs or whatever you may call it. That is not yet out. I mean, Allu Arjun says he is ruthlessly neutral. But, the point is,
they don't want him to be ruthlessly neutral.
Exactly. So that's
they want him to be ruthlessly partisan, according to you.
Yes.
They don't want him
absolutely.
to be neutral, Anand. That's the issue.
Absolutely. That's the problem. But the second issue also which I want to raise, which unfortunately always gets brushed under the carpet, is that you have a citizen of India like you, me, Tehseen, everyone, Allu Arjun. There are 5 crore cases pending in the judiciary. 71% of Indian prisoners are under trial. 71% of lakhs and lakhs of people. And Mr. Allu Arjun is arrested. He's heard the same day and he's granted bail the same day. Now, I find it very difficult to say that, look, he's been hard done by. When you look at, of course, from case to case is another matter, but when you look at 71% of Indian prisoners have been, are just dumped in jail for years. And here is a person who's arrested and the same day gets bail. So, let's look at both sides. It's important because ultimately what happens is, as Tehseen rightly says, a woman lost her life. It was absolutely tragic. But I am not to complete take away the blame from the police. If the theatre owner had requested adequate security, why on earth was it not provided with or without, notwithstanding Allu Arjun's presence being there?
Well, look, viewers, it's very important to remember that the
is
law
the
must
official
apply.
record,
One second,
Rahul.
Pradeep, one second. The law must apply equally to all citizens of this country. Just because Allu Arjun has made some massive hits, etc., doesn't mean that he can't even be questioned. That's not the way. As long as he gives answers which convince the jury, that's fine. But it doesn't mean that he's exempted completely from being asked a question, called for questioning, or even being arrested in this particular case, even if the arrest took place 8 or 9 days after, appears like an afterthought. There is a check and a balance, and that are the courts. And in this matter, the courts did rule, yes, once again, very quickly, almost as quickly, viewers, as to give. Maybe Dr. Ranganathan, the Telangana High Court is, or the courts there are extremely punctilious because they even gave the vandals within 3 or 4 hours relief. They were also out. So, in the A to Z category, there's a new A and there might be a new Z. But
where does
anyhow,
R fit in this?
Well, luckily for me, well, anyhow, better.
Where does R and AR fit in this? AR has J side Deepak.
Give us some time. Give us some time. Or give the Congress some time. Nikul Patel and Krishank Mane. Let me bring in Krishank Mane. Krishank Mane, what are you making such a big hoo-ha about, says Tehseen Poonawala. The law must take its course. And it is. So, if Allu Arjun is being pulled in for an interrogation or some people show up outside his house and throw a few potatoes, tomatoes, stones, what's the big deal? Ye to sab chalta hai.
I think, Rahul, if anyone can actually perfectly speak the factoid and the whole timeline about this case is me being in Hyderabad here. Well, empathy, yes, definitely it is really unfortunate. But why does, Congress has empathy only on this subject where Allu Arjun is involved? Why not Shailaja, a scheduled tribe student who died of food poisoning in the government school? Anirudh died in government school. In Revant Reddy's own constituency, a Congress leader, ex-Sarpanch Sai Reddy, wrote a suicide note blaming Revant Reddy's brothers for his suicide, but no action has been taken. But Congress selectively has chosen this subject, well and good. Now, coming to the timeline, Rahul. Second, the permission was sought on 2nd December. On 4th, this incident happened. 13th, Allu Arjun was arrested. And the court argument happened, and after that he was jailed, and in fact he had to stay in the jail for the night, unlike these vandals who got the bail and who came out, but Allu Arjun had to stay in the jail. You know, on that day, Honorable Judge asked, if there is a rejection of permission, show the document. The police failed to show the document. But around 17th and 18th, there was a handwritten note which came out in social media. No official release by any police department, but a handwritten note which came out through a leak by Congress IT handles, number one. Yesterday, again, we see that the Hyderabad police tweets a video, which was 24 hours before on Revant Reddy Garu's proxy handles was posted. The same was posted by the Hyderabad Commissioner, Hyderabad Police handle, number one. One more thing is, yesterday an Assistant Commissioner of Police, Vishnu Murthy, by the name Vishnu Murthy, held a press meet. His language was really shocking. He said, we will skin Allu Arjun, we will teach him a lesson. Yeah, it's a fact that later the Congress government suspended him. Before that, Revant Reddy Garu, 1 hour, he did not speak about many serious issues in Telangana, farmer suicides, weaver suicides, auto driver suicides. No. But 1 hour on Allu Arjun issue, he spoke in the assembly. Allu Arjun speaking, Assistant Commissioner of Police Vishnu Murthy holding a press meet immediately, and then this Congress, Youth Congress President, office bearer, not an old, I'm not showing an old thing or not a picture with Revant Reddy or any politician. I am showing you this. See, this is a paper statement. A prominent newspaper, Sakshi, in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. On December 4th, 2024, I'm not showing you old news also. In this month, in this year, December 4th, 2024, when Youth Congress elections were held in entire Telangana state, this man, Reddy Srinivas, the prime accused, has emerged the winner from Revant Reddy's constituency. If he is a close aide, only then he can contest and win. So why is Congress party taking this Allu Arjun episode so personal is our straight question.
Okay, another petitioner is brought out another piece of paper. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan.
No, just to answer your query, there are 11 lakh cases pending in Telangana courts.
There you go.
1.1 million.
Under trials, is it?
Pending cases.
Yeah. There you go. Congress leader Nikul Patel. The charge is that you are selectively sympathetic. Pradeep Bhandari is also holding up something. Soon will be a bulletin board, not a television channel. But go ahead, Nikul Patel.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, the person who died is the citizen of our country.
Yeah.
And the Allu Arjun, who is the star, is also the citizen of our country. And as per the constitution, the law implies equally to all who are going to be there in our country, whether it's a star or a normal person. Now, coming back to the point.
Just 1 second, there's some breaking news coming in. Allu Arjun has been summoned.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at
To
11 a.m.
police station.
So that's
Yes.
he's going to be at the police station tomorrow. I hope they can provide some security because a lot of fans might be there. There might be another stampede, this time under the watch of the Chief Minister and the police.
I hope he doesn't turn up with his bouncers.
No, I just hope.
I hope he doesn't turn up
Well, he
with
might
his
have to. If you don't give him security, he might have to.
Well, I hope the
Yeah.
bouncers are not bullying the sub.
I mean, how are they going to arrange for all this security that they require to hold back the fans?
Well, if he's not getting out of the sunroof and waving
You
out
see,
to people
viewers,
and going like how normal people go, there's no need to do it.
If his car is stalled and he's right outside, he can wave to whoever he wants.
so that
Rahul,
he came on the road
congressmen
waving
can pass
I'd
like
bylaws
to
on
point out one thing, Rahul.
So Tehseen is saying that he
Rahul.
should not have his personal bodyguard so
Nikul
that the
Patel.
congressmen can throw stones on Allu Arjun.
One second. Let Nikul
What I'm
Rahul,
trying to say is don't get out of the
Tehseen
sunroof
has
and start
spoken
waving out to
about
people when you've been told
roadshow.
not to do it.
Yes, Mane.
Tehseen has spoken about the roadshow. Even Chief Minister Revanth Reddy has spoken about the roadshow. But the fact is, where did the stampede happen and where did the lady die? Not outside. Inside the theatre at the lower balcony hall. Please read
That's
the
true.
FIR. So how
That
are you
is
relating
true. That's
it
why
to a
permission was
roadshow?
denied, my
How are
friend,
you
because I
relating it?
said.
Okay. Then why
You're
didn't
right.
you stop him
You
from
got
outside?
caught. Thank
Why
you.
didn't
In a
stop him
private
outside?
property, a woman has died when
to
permission
enter
is
inside.
denied. He's made my point for
You
me.
are supposed
Thank
to
you.
stop him outside.
No.
If there was no
He's
permission, why
saying
didn't you
inside
stop
the
him
hall.
outside?
That's
inside
true.
the hall. So
it's a
you
private
can hold
prop-
a,
Why
you
did
can
you
hold a
escort him
screening
inside the hall then?
One second.
And clearly the theatre did
Let's
not
go
have
by
enough
one by
place.
one. Let's one by one.
Thank
Nikul
you for
Patel,
making my point.
One second. No, he's not made your
He's
point.
made
He's
my
actually
point.
contradicted. Anyhow, one second. Allu Arjun, 1 second. Allu Arjun is going to be summoned tomorrow, viewers. It's going to be high drama. 11 a.m. There's going to be, let me tell you, a crush of people. I just hope that better sense prevails and people are actually well prepared this time. But Nikul Patel, I don't know. There is selective attention here.
would
The
like
CM
to,
speaks for 1 hour on this issue. Mr. Mane says there have been several suicides in farmer suicides. He didn't speak for 1 hour on farmer suicide. Shelja, SC student, died because of food poisoning. No comment. Sai Reddy came out in his own constituency accusing Revanth Reddy's brother of some sort of misdemeanors, allegedly, and being a reason for his death. No action. But Allu Arjun?
Can I speak now? Yeah. Thank you again. See, every case is important for the government, whether it is Allu Arjun or the person who had died due to food poisoning or any case that is happening in the Telangana's Congress government. Now, when it comes to the importance of this case, that is rightly, if you see what happened, the complainant had put the name of Allu Arjun in his explanation. That is the first part. Unless and until his name was not written, police will not do anything. Now, court had summoned the Allu Arjun and we have duly followed the procedure of the court that
Sir,
has been.
please,
that
on
has
that
been
don't,
ordered.
because
First
the
thing.
High Court had some
No, I'm
very,
talking
very
of the
stern
lower
things
court.
to say. Anyhow, 1 minute. Nikul, no,
I'm
1
talking
second,
of
Nikul
lower
Patel.
court.
I want to ask you a
I'm talking
fundamental
of the lower
question.
court.
The question is more
Not High
fundamental,
Court. See, I'm
please.
not talking of High Court, yeah,
Was
right now.
is there a link between the
I am
person
talk-
who threw, no, 1 second, the vandals who showed up there and your chief minister? Is this an attempt to intimidate Allu Arjun, to make him toe a line? Let's answer those questions tonight.
There is nothing to do such kind of activity. I have said it
No,
in
what
my
is
first
Srinivas Reddy
opening
doing there
statement
then?
only, that Allu Arjun is a citizen of our country and he has to follow the law.
So how is
Now,
Srinivas,
if
no,
the
hang
court
on,
had
how does it
summoned-
not apply to
Let me-
Srinivas Reddy?
let me
Vigilante
listen.
number 1.
Kindly listen to me. If court had summoned someone, then it's not the responsibility of government via police to make him appear before the court of the law. It is a constitution.
I think
we have to follow.
you're deliberately
Bharatiya Janata
not
Party
answering
friend,
the question that
my
I have
Tehseen
posed to you. It's a very
Poonawala-
straightforward
Tehseen
question I'm talking
Poonawala
about
is
today.
saying
That matter
Congress
is over.
not
Yes,
able to maintain
Dr.
law and
Ranganathan is
government-
piping in
law
with
and
something
order in
more.
the
What is
government,
this, Dr.
Telangana.
Ranganathan? Over.
So there are 5,000 under trials languishing in Telangana jails right now. Quarter of them are graduates. So the point I'm making is everything is not cut and dry.
It's not cut
I
and
think the Congress, yes, I think the Congress needs to be a little bit more sensitive about the entire issue. To say that the entire fault is of Allu Arjun is also not correct. But at the same time, Allu Arjun also needs to be very sensitive about what has happened. I mean, a woman has lost her life.
Precisely.
That is
It's
what
not-
I'm dealing.
Allu
That is
Arjun
what-
has been saying that, look, he is trying in
Anand,
every
that
which
is what
way,
I want to
every which way to help the family in distress. And there is, of course, visible evidence of that. But viewers, very importantly, as I said, the Telangana government is within its right to summon anybody. But it is also, therefore, obligated to provide security after having made somebody the subject of such derision through a campaign which is quite evidently playing out in the public domain. It needs to also secure his person. And that's not happening. And the people who showed up there, viewers, are linked to the Congress party. At least the prime accused is, and his face is there, alongside the two most important players in Telangana. including the Chief Minister. So viewers, how is this playing out? We will perhaps know better tomorrow after the first round of interrogation, questioning, call it what you want to, with Allu Arjun. We'll also have him back in the public domain. Perhaps questions can be asked of him and where he thinks this investigation is going and what is prompting it. Viewers, I just hope that it is only purely a desire for justice and nothing much more. Because if it is, then it reflects very poorly, very, very poorly indeed on the administration.